Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lavender Canyon, where last time we survived another bad tide. We got started on a lot of things, lots and lots of things that are still yet unaccomplished, like getting our explosive factory in, adding some more storage for our grill, and the big one, getting our food going up here with the aquatic farmhouse, which required us to get in some fluid dumps, which we have done now. And we also started on getting our stairwell into our dynamite area up here. So lots of things going on last time. And this time I'm gonna start letting it run here, let them work on some of these things. But we had a few comments from Mr. Bud who said we needed to move the ladders over so that we could get in a bridge here. So I broke those down, put in some new ones, and then realized that bridge costs 600 science, which is a lot of science for us right now. So I thought, yes, I'd move them over so that if we could get to the bridge by the time we started this, we would use it. But I also stuck in some stairs. We can start with dynamite and just dynamite one column as we go, since we're going to have to go one as we go anyways, because we don't have catalyst yet to make the larger. Hey, look, it's up and running. Woohoo! Okay, yes, we put in, we'll bump up the priority here because we'll want storage for that. We'll stop at 5 and we need to get that up and running. We got someone in this one, yes, and they're getting that started. This one over here also has someone in it. That one's paused. I'm gonna go ahead, and another thing that Mr. Bud said was that we technically would only need 2 fluid dumps up here to keep this topped up and full once it was full. So I'm gonna pause that stuff right there, and I'm gonna see if we can't get along with just one. The other thing I wanted to do was, once this is all planted, it's going to be difficult for this one farmhouse to deal with all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick in another farmhouse over here. And that way, that will let them get this back half. That also means we can put in the little extra that we couldn't get here. And we had that as cattails. So let's throw that in there. Okay. I also am going to give this one a bump in priority because I'd like that planted sooner rather than later once we start getting this full up. I am going to say prioritize my haulers here so that the haulers are getting the water to them. And I'm just giving everything a higher priority today because we have so much. There we go. That storage is in. We have so much currently in the build phase that I want to do. Another thing Mr. Bud said was to look at our floodgates here. If I was thinking about this a little differently, I could leave these alone and never have to change them if I just put them all the way up and then let our water discharge come out this side. So smart thinking there. And I just want to make sure that we don't end up flooding over here. Once we have sluice gates, we could theoretically put in sluice gates here and set them so they only let a certain amount of water in, and then we know that this would never flood. Another thing we could do is build up over in here and turn this into a bit of a reservoir. And I was looking at other areas we could do that for, and if we were willing to lose all of this space over here, we could sluice gate bottom here, then build this up and flood this whole thing. So that's another thing to think about. So many things to do. We are going to have to start thinking about power. These little water wheels we've got going on are not going to fulfill our power needs for super long. So we're gonna have to start thinking about a way to get like up here and use this badwater with power, with water wheels, and maybe put in some wind power up here on the top, and then we can skinny that all the way down with the new power shafts that we have that make life so much easier. This vertical power shaft, I can't wait until we get to some of that, because that's going to make life just so much easier. But I think I want to do power, if we do power lines like that under the ground and then go over them with platforms, or I don't know, overhangs, whatever we need to, in order to make that kind of like in the ground. I'm also thinking, if we have all this space that's now safe from bad tide, once we get this in, we could conceivably move our tree farming to this area, and then this would leave us open to put in wheat fields, which we kind of need if we want to get to the vaulted maple pastries. And then that's going to require power as well. So we've got to start thinking about the power stuff a little bit here. Oh, hey, that's in. They've started planting. Nice. Okay. And we've started to see where our water's going to hit over here. We'll see once we get here. Mr. Bud is telling us 16 tiles. That seems like it's more than 16 though, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15, 16, yeah. And we can see it went all the way over here. We also were talking about tree farm could go up here, or we could put more crops in. So that's another route we can go. I just need to figure out what it is we're doing so that we can do that. And then I also want to be cognizant of, I do at some point want to build up a tall reservoir here that we can use to force water over here to fill this, so that we're not relying on these dumps. So I don't want to put in a bunch of something up here and then have to rip it all out to do that, when we are currently sitting pretty on food and trees and stuff like that. Trees are a little short, I think, for as much as we want to accomplish coming up here. We're not full on our storage yet, but we're getting close. And we don't have really a ton of trees to chop down over here. Their log storage over here is full as well, so that's a problem. I'm almost thinking, since this is not hard mode and we don't have to worry about 30 days of water, that we turn this into tree farm, and then I would set in a underground storage, I think. Where is it? This guy? Back in here, to make sure that our log storage was, self-contained to just one area, but also to make it easier. I have put in those log storages before and I rarely ever fill them up. So that would take the place of these multiples we have here and up here already. Okay, we want to obtain. This one I don't think I marked either. We want to obtain as well. Okay, sorry if I'm a little scratchy. It's very early in the morning. Well, not really early, but early. And no one else in my house is awake yet, so I'm trying to be a bit quiet as I record. But I also, it's allergy season in my neck of the woods, so my voice is a little off today. After spending a bunch of time out in the woods yesterday, sitting around on a picnic bench while my kid ran around with a bunch of friends. So I'm a little hoarse today. I apologize about that. But anyway, so let's get going on what I want to accomplish this time, since we have no one in our explosives factory. Come on now. I'm going to pump up that priority there. I need to build up my store of beavers here. We just had a bunch die off of old age, And so we have 15 jobs that are unaccounted for right now. And we only have 6 beavers coming up. We've got 2 in the 2 empty beds, so we've got 2 that we can queue up. So let's see here. If I do one, and you know what? If we get this one, we could do one here. I'm not cutting that one's path off, am I? No, because it's right there. And there. Nice. That will get us a lot more beavers as they build those. Another thing Bud said was to go ahead and... Oh, we have no haulers. That's not a good thing. We do at least need a few. Okay. Because otherwise we're not getting water up here. He said go ahead and put this with 10, all 10, and then as your beavers grow up, they automatically will go in there if there's no other spots. And then if I notice that's full, I can throw them into other areas, which makes great sense. All right, so we've got grilled chestnuts, grilled potatoes, grilled chestnuts. This one is going to be grilled spatterdock. Sunflower seeds, potatoes. Honestly, I think I'm going to change this one to plain spatterdock. We're gonna need some more storage in here too somewhere. We also need to think about, we're gonna need bakeries and gristmills, that's what they are, gristmills, in order to move on to the crackers, the bread, and the pastries. And those all make beavers, especially the maple pastries, make beavers super happy. Because we still are pretty low well-being wise. And now, I have never done a full playthrough of Timberborn all the way to like all the things being run by bots and that sort of thing. So, oh, got a perch. So that's one thing that I'm going to be working on this playthrough, since I have never done it. It seems like a good thing to try. Alright. So they haven't done anything over here. What have we got set up priority-wise right now? That's in the red. Those are in the red. That's not even on. Those don't really matter right now because water-wise, we're not full. Yeah. So let's see here. 2,300 and we only have 1,400. Kind of wondering if we don't open one more of these pumps, because we've got a lot of water tanks now that are being relied on by fluid dumps. So I think I'm gonna snag one more for there and one more for there, and let's see if we can't get all of the water filled up so that we're not worrying about that. We're getting a good stock of explosives, so I think during the drought we'll probably try and get some of this in so that we can get all of that completed. I really need to decide what I want to do with this area here and this area here. And then this area, I'm not even certain what to do with. It's a nice flat area that we could fit a lot of stuff on if we cut down on these. But I don't even know what I want to do with it. Questions. What shall we do? I also wonder if we didn't dynamite in a trench in here, if we couldn't get the rest of this greened. If we just put a little sluice gate and then just did a line running through there, how much of this could we actually green with just a couple tiles wide running through there? And if that's the case, then maybe these could move up in here. Farmhouses could move. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. There's too much space here for me to think about what I wanted to do. I also was thinking a couple wide trench here, dynamited out down through here, would mean that all of this would be available to green too. And of course we always could tap some of these with badwater domes, and they would do that. That would mess up our power here though, is the only thing with that. So I don't know. If you've got any suggestions, put it down there in the comments. Tell me what you think I should do. If you were playing this map, how would you run it? Okay, that's a little... Are we getting... Yes, that one's getting full. This one has some water now too. That one's half full as well. Alright. So, let's see here. We only have 2 builders right now too. That's not exactly great. Oh, that one's open. Those 3 haven't been started yet. Alrighty. Okay, so let's see here. Let's come over here. We are going to get the dynamite. Yes. I love how you can now place dynamite on top of paths. It used to drive me crazy that you'd have to erase all your paths in order to put dynamite down. So I love that change. That change has worked out so well. Alright. So this guy isn't pumping at all. We have quite a bit there. We're going to end up with more injured beavers because of that and the smeltery. The smeltery seems to cause a lot of injuries as well. Okay, so the next thing we should probably be working on progression-wise in order to make our dynamiting easier is the centrifuge. It requires 40 gears, 30 metal blocks, and 60 planks. And we do have all of that. So that's a good thing. I'm thinking it probably will have to wait for science again. It probably could go over here as well. I don't know if we have enough power. We get 230 out of that. This requires... Nope, not enough power. That requires 200 just on its own. So, if that's the case, could we get a few windmills up here on the top? I don't even think we've unlocked windmills yet. So let's see, if I put... Yes, let's unlock that. We're not going to be able to fit very many up here, are we? Let's see if we put a little grid of them up here. Oh, I was hoping I could stagger. Darn it. Maybe if I move this one over, I could put one. No, because I'm still gonna run into that one. God, be so difficult. Why? Alright, so maybe we do that. It's very wonky. And our drought has started. Did these close? No, they did not. Darn it. Alright, let's do that. So we lost a little water there. Over here did close. So we're full up there. We only have a 6-day drought. Only, I say. You can tell I watch too many people. Like Sky and Disturb Simulations. They have like major hardcore going on. And they always are like, oh, it's only a 30-day drought. And I'm like, oh my God, I would die if it was a 30-day drought. All right. We really need to get this full up. So I'm gonna actually... I should have done this while it was not drought. Because they keep planting this poor spatterdock and then it dries out. So I'm like, we need to get this full. Let's get it full. Yeah, we're down a water tank down there. Okay, let's see here. What were we doing? We were doing this, weren't we? Okay, and then if we go like that, and like that, then we can bring vertical power shafts up. Let's see how... Oh, those are pretty cheap. I didn't realize they were so cheap. Alright, I think we could just bring it down straight across and into this wheel. And then that would... Oh, come on. There's little trees there. It just gotta make life difficult. Alright, okay. I don't need that. We're probably also gonna need a ladder up so that they can build all of that. So let's... Yeah. Alright, and then I need them to come and take out these trees. If I can find the right button. And I'm gonna prioritize that and prioritize these. Cool beans. Okay, and then over here, let's look at this power shaft. So we're gonna need one of these at the bottom, right? Let's scroll in here a little bit. Like that. And then if we do one... that. And then that. Isn't that spiffy? If we had some paper, we could make those the big ones and it would probably do a little bit better for us. But we don't have any, so we're just gonna have to live like that. Now hopefully we don't have any stupid beavers who get themselves stuck in places they don't need to be. But let's see if we can't get that all built. And then we're gonna have to think about something like this for the other power area. You know, I could... No, I probably can't fit a gravity battery in there. 400. I doubt it'll let me do it because it's too close to that windmill. Yeah. I'm betting that's the case. Let's see here. If I take out that. Yeah, we're too close to that windmill. Any of those windmills. If I move that windmill over one, though, would that work? I could put a platform on the corner. Nope, wrong thing. Which, why didn't I think about a platform? Let's be smart here. 150 for the double. Don't really probably move this. If I put the windmill here, we're still good. Then, no, I was thinking there. Yeah, then a gravity battery would fit there. Could we do two? One there and one there. That would give us a lot of power. All right, that's what we're gonna do. And then we would need a elbow there and a straight, right? To get into the end of there. And then this one would just need a straight because we're doing power battery. And I'm going to take this guy out and see if we can't get the double platform. Or maybe we'll just use a couple of levies. I'm going to do that. We have a ton of logs. Levy. Because it's going to take us a minute to get enough. We need 400 science for the gravity battery. Oh, what does something else do? There's nothing to do there. Same with that one. It can get paused. I thought it had it set up. Pause window set on pause. Okay. Alright, so I've got that. Then that means we need that. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. This is going to be a lot of... Oh, those only are one gear. I thought those were more gears than that. Interesting. Alright, what have we got? That doesn't need to be high priority. I am going to up the priority on these guys, though. So that they start working on those so that then they can do all of this. Which, as long as my ladder is on the back, they should be able to reach from each level, right? We shall see. And then I'm going to put this section at a little bit lower priority because we're going to need the gravity batteries in here in order to complete this. Though I suppose we could just do a little finagle and get that into there, but I kind of want the power batteries in there. Alright. Cool. Yule. Let's get these last two in there. And then we're good. Alright. So, what else have we been working on? This is starting to fill. We don't have anyone in there, though. Because we're still really... Oh! We have 10 baby beavers. That's kind of a lot at one time. What's going on over here? Oh, I never turned on our fluid dump. Oops. I'd also like to get some dynamite on these so that we could prioritize power. Unpause. Pause when temperate starts. Unpause. If we can get enough beavers, we can leave somebody in that one all the time. Same as we'll leave somebody in these two up here. We still have almost 2 days. We got 598 water. That's a little light water-wise. A little light. I almost think we should replace some of these with the large water pumper. And then dynamite out a little area underneath of here. Which would make sense. Can I get this a little high priority too? Okay. We're not getting science very quickly here. Because we only have 2 of them running. Man, that was a lot of beavers we went through there for a little bit. Okay, let's see here. How are we doing water-wise down here? We're doing okay. I'm wondering if we don't need to put in a few dams here. And then we'd be able to run the water pumper without pumping out all of this water. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Because we still have enough water for the days we have left. It's not like we're gonna run out of water or anything, but nowhere near close to that. I would like to put in a few what do they call them? Stream gauges. Just to kind of see how we're sitting water-wise on some of these. But if we ran through that much water, we had what? It was over 1,000 when we started. But we're... Oh, thank you for the glitch, autosave. We're running through a lot of it to get this full. I'm actually going to pause this guy. And we can just these 2 running right now. We have someone at the flag, but he is full. And we're nowhere close to full here. Oh, I didn't have anyone running down here that whole entire drought. Oops. I forgot to turn on the power wheel. It's alright. It's alright. Oh no. They got that one piece in before they... Let's pause that one. So that they can get to that one. I wouldn't want them to... I guess they could get to it from underneath the ladder, though, can't they? I don't know. I sometimes marvel at the beavers. I don't understand how they can do the things they do, but then they don't do something I think they should be able to do. Alrighty. Let's see here. I think we're gonna up our speed a little bit here. Since we're kind of at that phase where it's like all we can do is sit and wait for them to accomplish some things. Let's do that. Hey, there our water is on its way back. Set height when drought ends to 0.8. There we go. Water is on its way. Did these open back up? Yes, they did. Beautimus. These ones down here. Still all good. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll let all the pumpers run to fill everything back up. Maybe we need all of our pumpers to be running again permanently so that we can make sure we get our stuff done. Our water all full. Did that throw the pumpers out of these guys? We're good there. This one, I think we're gonna have to turn back on. He is not even close to full. Oh, we got another house open. This is the big guy. I'm gonna pause this one. I don't want like 25 beds all open at the same time. It's going pretty quickly on this one, so I'm gonna pause that one as well. It's almost there. Alright, so we'll open those two as we run through all of these. Because we got a lot of beavers now. Okay. Since we have thought about the power over here and got that set up, let's think about the power over here as well. Because we could fit a couple of batteries up here too. We could even dynamite down a little to spread that all out. But I think what we need to be working on really is this guy. So we're gonna just keep putting dynamite in there until we get down to this level. And then we will take this out and do the same thing. We'll be able to get this one from the ladder, this one. Yeah. Good. Alright, so at least we're started on that now. I'm going to prioritize those as high. Because I'd like us to get started on this sooner rather than later. And we're still aiming for sluice gates. Wow, they were really quick there. Hit the path. If we go ahead and stick another one on this, and this, pull up their priority, that'll get us down to being able to dynamite 2 at a time here. Alrighty, we are on our way. I almost think we need to put a little... Keep hitting the wrong button today. Maybe we put a little dynamite storage here, and then the little haulers could run the dynamite to here, and it would be easier. Let's high prioritize that obtain. Let's see if that helps. Oops. Well, we got one spot down to closer where we need it. And once again, let's pump priority on that. Let's prioritize by haulers. Okay. Alright. That should help a little bit more. How we doing over here? Oh, look. Look, look, look. They got the first of the windmills in. We don't have any power shaft, but they got the first windmill in. That's cool. It's not moving right now, but it's cool. Alright, so what was it that I was... We need the sluice gate, which is 400. We need the centrifuge, which is 600. And we need the gravity battery, which is 400. So do I unlock the gravity battery or the sluice gate? Which shall it be? Because I'm thinking we could start putting in sluice gates. I'm thinking like right here. But if I get it closer, or maybe here, then we just have to build up layer by layer here. Where do I want it? Because I'd rather build it once and use it for our eventual water sluice, our aqueduct, I should call it, over to the Spatterduck Pond. Blowing dynamite is so much fun. It's nicer when you have more of it, but... How big of a run are we gonna want here? Because that's kind of gonna make a difference in how we do this. Now, I'm probably gonna want to go... back here. And then we could come down and come this way. We could like come into this corner of the pond. So like 2 or 3 tiles here, straight. That would mean we'd have to build up some along there. Here we'd only be able to go so wide without filling in all of this. I didn't prioritize that, did I? Thank you. Got it before I could even get it. Throw some more in there. We're almost there on this one. Let's see. We're coming up on our time for today. And look, they started getting those in. Sweet. They've got all but that one in, so let's unblock that one so that they get that in there. They've got all of that in. Nice. Okay, so I think it's gonna be the gravity battery that we unlock. I know, seems like a weird choice first, but we have 400 points and this is ready for what it needs. Sweet. We only have 3 more pieces here, and then we'll have the power into that. We're getting 234 out of that right now, so if we've got one more, we'll be at 300 and some. So we might not have long with our gravity battery. Oh, we're out of explosives. Let's get somebody back in there. Or we're not out, but they moved it all to the other side and we're using it all, so. Alright, let's get another round in here. There we go. And let's get priority bumped up there. That'll be the last one for here. It was probably the wrong spot to put that dynamite storage. I probably should have put that like down here or something, because we're gonna want to blow part of that out. Those are done already? They are so quick, these beavers. Get some more in there. I just want to take it down to that level for right now. And then we'll come back and we will blow what we need to for the full effect that we've got going on in here. Because this is going to have to... I think we'll take this out all the way back to there. So it's like here. So all of this will go. Yeah, that was the wrong spot for that, but hey. We'll go ahead and throw that in there, and then we'll start. We'll have that pick that up. That was nice that I put it right there. Let's see here. We actually can put that there. Ooh, another drought. That works. The problem is that we don't have enough water, though. This is not good. That's not good. You know, how did we have so little water? I messed up something here. We don't have anything there. We don't have anything there. This is not even close to full. That's not cool. Okay. Can we... We got a lot of beavers. That's part of our problem. We have so many beavers. Alrighty. We are gonna have a bit of an issue here with water. But I think we're gonna cliffhanger. We're gonna cliffhanger you, and you're gonna have to come back next episode and figure out what I decide to do about the water, and if we survive this particular drought with the water we have. So that's where I'm going to call it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have anything you want to comment, head down into the comment section and let me know, even if it's just to say hi. And I will